time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Hey, Bryce.
And also we have the Merman. What's going on, Merman? Tell me something.
Life sucks. Let's move on.
All right, so with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on. As per Murray's request.
That's right. Well, thank you have all been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a rating on your listening platform. Or you can dare us to see a terrible film, and if it played anywhere in the world in a cinema, we'll watch it. Now, let's get to raging. What amazing moment?
Predict.
What amazing moment?
Predict.
Will he predict the rage, or will he predict the mondo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce are at the movies? Better watch out, kids, cause here he goes.
Ooh.
He's coming swimming and drowning to you. Swim, Murray, drown, Murray.
Swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, drown, Murray.
Don't drown, Murray.
Drowning because of all this fucking rain that we have going on.
I don't think it's ever rained for like 3 straight days like this.
I
like
remember
ever.
the whole month of June a few years ago where the
There
park
was
downtown was flooded.
there was sunny. No, I'm not saying there wasn't flooding, Murray. I'm saying
No, it was
it
like a
has
whole month.
rained for 3 straight. No.
Believe me, I know.
There were sunny breaks though. Like there is not like
Yeah,
the
we
clouds
got-
have parted and then it rained again.
Oh, I know.
The clouds have not parted once.
Is this the end times?
It is
Maybe.
the end times.
It's the end times.
Sure it is.
That's what it is.
I'm not saying that it hasn't rained every
What-
single
did-
day.
did-
I'm saying it's never rained steady for 3 days
Yeah.
and with no break
Yeah.
at all.
So I just want to ask, were you approached by some form of God to build an ark?
No, but it'd probably be easier than where I'm living now.
Did you get approached?
By the way, I just got a notification here that there's a rain warning in effect.
No, really?
Just
Like
so
from 3
you
days
know.
ago?
No, right now. My computer just says rain warning in effect.
Watch
There you
out.
go.
I was like, all right.
Watch out, it's raining.
Well, I already saw
It's like,
some
that's a
flooding.
little late, isn't it?
I already saw some flooding in the south there, so yeah.
Well, they did. So if you're in the city of Calgary listening
Talk
to
about
us,
your Monday morning.
They
quarterback.
are
Yeah.
they are saying like there is sandbags all along the Bow River
River,
now.
yeah.
So they're afraid it's going to breach again.
They
We're going to
are.
get another.
You'd think from like, what was that, 13 years ago, they would have learned their lesson and actually,
Well, they
I
are-
don't know, built up
They've spent a couple of billion
They've
dollars.
Yeah, it wasn't
spent
enough.
the money.
Anyway.
I think it was enough. We're fine.
So, but they
Anyway.
said it was 100-year flood. So is this
By
like?
the way, nobody cares. So let's move on.
I'm sure glad I'm half fish, put it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So according to this, I've got 4 movies.
4.
Which apparently you guys all saw in one day.
No, we saw the 3 of them.
I saw 3.
You said you saw a 4th one.
No, I saw that. No, I thought you were coming to that one at the
No.
same time we were watching a different one. That was my misunderstanding.
No, I thought you were going
Yeah.
to see that one
No,
as well.
I would have, but Monique
Because the
wanted
text
to see
I got from you on the Thursday said you were going with somebody else.
I
so
did.
That's why I went alone.
I did. Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of
like
pressure.
the harp song?
pressure.
Alone?
Under pressure.
Pressure.
That's clean.
It's World War II, and it's Brendan Fraser as Ike,
Mm-hmm.
the future president, and I guess he was a general in the World War. And it's about weather
Yep.
and D-Day.
That's exactly what it's about.
Yeah.
Leave it to the British to make
yeah.
a movie, a war movie
Talking
about weather.
weather for 90 minutes and like 2 minutes of the actual D-Day.
Yes.
Yeah, double meh.
There was too much of the D-Day actually for my liking.
It's only like 5 minutes at the end of the movie.
I did not just need to see any of that.
Well, I already saw it.
Yeah, we've already seen it like 5,000 times
Spielberg
in
already did it.
5,000 other movies.
That's right. We already saw in grave detail what happened when they got off those boats.
So yeah, double meh. The Breadwinner with Nate Bargatze,
I like bread.
who I'm sorry, he's not funny. He thinks he's funny, but he's
Oh.
not.
I like bread.
I've seen him as himself, and he's not funny.
Hey, you said that.
I couldn't even imagine him
An hour and a half of a
hour and a
movie?
half of him. I mean, yes, it's based on his life and with his wife and kids, blah, blah,
But
blah.
Kumail Nanjiani's funny.
Yeah, that's different.
Will Forte's funny.
Will Forte's funny.
That's nominal. Anyway, the
Mr.
Breadwinner,
Johansson's funny.
is like a rom-com family
That's
type
what you told me. I
thing.
didn't even know he was.
I think
married to
maybe Jim might have found something about it. Meh. And Bryce would have raged because I don't think it's this kind of movie. Backrooms. I read the description of this.
Yes.
As soon as I saw alternate realities or whatever,
This was
I'm like,
a really short
I'm
movie.
out. I'm out. It's like, that. No thanks.
Bryce loved the pacing of this
And
movie.
originally I was going to think you guys maybe gave this a meh, but considering how much people didn't like this, yet it still made all kinds of money at the box
Yeah,
office.
it's like it would
and how
crush the box
confusing it
office.
was, and the fact that it was directed by a 20-year-old YouTuber, TikToker, whatever.
Yes, a TikTokian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go double mondo for you guys.
All right.
Sorry, people didn't like this movie?
No, it had a lot of bad reviews because it was confusing and it just didn't seem to go anywhere, is what they all said. But
Oh, it
I don't
went
know. I
somewhere.
didn't see it.
Oh, it went
I would
somewhere.
have never watched it.
It was short, but it went somewhere.
Tuner, which I thought was
What are
some
you
kind
laughing
of.
at?
I thought Tuner was some kind of
What's-
thing with sound. The guy's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
He's
It
like,
is.
He's like deaf.
He's
or
a
he
piano
like-
tuner.
or he has
Yep.
like a hearing.
He
disability
has
thing.
a disease that I can't
no,
even remember.
It's a heist film.
No.
Ish.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's heisting in it.
It's heisting in it. So
Well,
because it's got
heist film is there's like one big heist that they build to.
it's described as
This-
a heist film. That's all
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Well,
no,
I
I'm going to
disagree.
say that from the trailer.
I'm not saying I said call it
Yeah.
that. I said people call it that.
Well,
Well,
that-
people are stupid.
That's what the trailer leads you to
There
believe.
you
I don't
go.
think that's
and
true
Dustin
either.
Hoffman, who, yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about him. I kind of like him, but
I like
Not
Dustin
everything.
Hoffman.
I'm gonna go rage for Jim and meh for Bryce.
All right.
Wow.
Deal with it.
Wow. Wow. Pressure. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pressure like what they were under on D-Day, and pressure like the weather that we're under today. Man, this title for a movie could not have been a better name for this than Pressure.
I mean, it's like
You were
so,
under pressure.
Yeah,
It's so
there's
fitting.
so many layers to
The
that. Just to the name of the movie.
I
Think of all
know,
the
right?
layers.
We could talk about just the name for hours.
It was a tense 72 hours
2 hours.
in that movie.
I mean, the
That's
movie.
right, yeah.
I think that was the length of the movie.
no.
No, it was a tight
It was
movie.
felt
it was
like
the movie took place over 3 days.
Yeah.
It was tense,
It did.
man.
So of note, unlike Bryce, I am a huge war movie guy. I used to love war movies. I'm not saying I still love war movies. I'm saying that's a lot of where my history was, watching war movies with my dad. So, yeah. And history, of course, is also a passion of mine. I did already know that the reason that they were able to land, which I think most of us did, was because of the break in the weather. But to see it unfold on screen, the tension of the opposing forces, both of nature and egos, was interesting to see. Not saying it was great to see, just interesting. Just like most biopics, this has a bunch of stuff, like a battle of minds with the weathermen, aka meteorologists. That stuff all seemed a little Hollywoodized and corny, but the performance by Andrew Scott as James Stagg was worth the price of admission alone. There was some suspense with the will they, won't they, with the weather. It's tough though when they do that sort of thing when we already know the dates that things happen. So it's
I was
kind of like,
just amazed by how fast the weather seemed to blow in.
yeah.
Like he walked from the headquarters to the church where everybody was at church.
That's
Yeah.
weather for you.
And like he sat there for 5 minutes, watched them, and then
Yeah.
like 5 minutes later, all of a sudden the storm blew in.
You've
Yeah.
you've
Well,
lived
we're-
in
For
we're-
like 15 minutes.
We live in Alberta. Have you never been out there where it's sunny
Yeah.
and then all of a
15
sudden?
minutes?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
like
Anyway.
in 5 minutes.
Like 5 minutes. I don't know what you're
you
talking
can
about.
see the clouds blow right off.
That seemed a little hokey. Anyway.
Well,
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll
Apparently,
go
you've You've never been outside.
Apparently not. He does like it inside.
Not in England, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, even
Or
here.
France. I guess
Yeah.
it was France. Whatever.
Well, the weather does change. They say
Not
that you
that
can have
fast.
4
Yes.
seasons in one day in Calgary.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, yeah, and they actually didn't spend a lot of time on the war side of this event.
No.
What I did appreciate is that it was a tight hour and 40-minute film telling a specific time in history instead of bloating it all out with a bunch of stuff that either didn't happen or didn't need to be in the story. I mean, there is stuff that's in here that there's no fictional evidence for. And to be honest, his whole wife thing being in St. Mary's
Didn't need
as
that.
it was being bombed did nothing to move the story
I don't know if that was. I don't
Maybe
know
it
if that was.
actually happened.
Maybe
or
it
change it
did.
much. So I did look into it.
Okay, and
There's no actual evidence that his son was born during the D-Day event. He did have a son that was born in that year,
okay.
but that's the only thing that they have historical evidence for.
So he might have had a pregnant wife.
He did have yeah.
100. Well, he might have.
Well, at
within
that time of
year.
day, he would have had to have because
June,
when
it had to
D-Day
be,
happened,
yeah.
she was
Well,
pregnant.
maybe
had to be
she
pregnant.
had to be rushed to the hospital for some other
She
reason.
was either
and didn't have the baby.
She could have, but the point is that
Whatever.
that moment in the film was Hollywoodized.
I don't know. It kind of made Ike seem like a dick because he didn't seem to care about the guy's
Well,
wife.
he-
but-
I think he cared about everybody.
Yeah.
You don't put one above
Yeah,
the
your
head
wife-
of everybody.
but
else.
also so
but he
did our
couldn't even call home.
our
Like that-
weatherman.
Anyway.
he had a job to do.
Yeah,
man.
and they already didn't know there was a
Yeah,
leak.
5-minute
what
phone
was
call.
What was
was
Colin Home gonna do?
Yeah,
See how she is.
it's not going to have.
You're
yeah.
so sticky, gooey inside.
Whatever.
Yeah, you're gooey inside. There's going to be gooing inside later on today in the podcast. So
Hey,
don't
you guys
worry.
are the ones with wives and girlfriends, but even I cared about his
Yeah.
wife.
So
Same.
So here's the thing: if you're in a war situation where they have a closed loop,
Yeah.
no one can talk to anybody.
It's just the way it
It's
is,
just
man.
like when they
Telegram.
go into
what-
meetings in the Oval Office, you have to put your phone in a bag. You can't bring it
Yeah,
in
I
with you.
saw a whole tray of cell
That's
phones
right.
there.
Yeah, exactly. In 1944.
1944.
That's right. Yeah. So, it didn't fully annoy me though. The whole thing with St. Mary's, it was just like something that happened. Like, but
Yeah.
I'm like, they really got to stop doing that. Just tell the story. It was okay. Mostly for Andrew Scott. Brendan Fraser was okay, I guess, as Eisenhower. It really wasn't his movie though, so it didn't. It like he's kind of he's just there. It really was It was really Andrew Scott's film. It was but the music and the score in this was horrible. Like whoever wrote the music and score in this should never
Not all
write.
like
should-
1940s music.
No, it was just horrible score that annoyed me. So yeah, it's a meh.
Yeah. So Brendan Fraser as World War II general and future president Dwight D. Eisenhower.
I like Ike.
Yes.
People did.
Yeah, that was the slogan.
Having never seen a picture of him or any video footage.
You've never seen a picture of Ike Housen?
No,
Okay.
I have to assume there was a resemblance of some kind. I mean, that's why the director
Well, he
cast him,
No.
apparently, because he came to Brendan and said, "Look, this is Ike. This is
You kind of look like him.
look like him. Shave your head, you just like him."
I don't really see it. But.
Anyway, well, the director did. So.
Okay, well.
But
That's a
yeah,
good
this
reason
was
to
not
cast
really
somebody.
his movie. This was about meteorologists, weathermen who apparently were responsible for predicting the exact time for the Allies to invade Normandy to wipe out the Nazis.
Their
Again,
best guess, really.
supposedly this actually happened.
Yep.
I wasn't there.
No.
What little I know of World
You
War
weren't?
II, I learned from Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. Hanks currently has a TV series on History Channel about World War II.
Yeah, he
if you're
does, yeah.
interested.
I'm not.
Andrew Scott, who I only know as James Moriarty from the Sherlock series with Benedict Cumberbatch. But I'm sure he was good in other stuff. He was excellent as the British weatherman Stag. Was essentially his movie with Fraser and others as mere supporting cast. I always love Kerry Condon. And Damian Lewis is absolutely one of my favorite British actors.
Damian Lewis was really good.
Although
Yeah.
he usually plays an American. But yeah, I love him. He's awesome.
He was really good at this.
For film set during World War II, there wasn't a whole lot of war. Which I guess is a good thing, because I don't really like war movies. There was a lot of talk about weather systems, charts, etc. I actually got bored a few times. Till Ike came in and started yelling at everybody. Did I mention how much I love Brendan Fraser?
Do you like people being yelled at? That's not a thing you like.
Well, yeah, but he's the president. He wants to get stuff done. I love when he shoot him out. Like, you're screwing this up. Like, do it right.
I just liked when he wouldn't let him call his wife.
I know you love that part because you're a cold
too.
and a heartless bastard.
Me too, actually.
That was the only good thing in it.
In the end, this was a decent film considering it was about weather. Fraser made it better, obviously. It was a meh, just a meh.
All right.
Yeah, I thought Fraser was hopelessly freaking miscast in this. He
Whatever.
was terrible.
Whatever.
Chris Messina as Irving, the other meteorologist. He was fantastic
Yeah,
as
he
the
was
arrogant
good too.
You mean
American.
the moron?
Yeah, he played it perfectly.
I honestly thought that was Steve Coogan. I couldn't tell the difference.
He looks nothing like Steve.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my god. Anyways, so the movie's rolling along. It's good. I'm enjoying it. It's all. Then they get to the bloody frickin' thing where all of a sudden the man that he's basically calling a moron, he comes and gives him. He's like, "Oh, I really need your help now." He did not need his help in any way, and that's just.
No.
I could not get over that.
He was just trying to include him.
He was trying to include him. Why? The guy stood in his way the entire way. I did not buy that for 1 second. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I did buy that.
There is no way
That
that
and
happened.
Stag was
in
a dick for
million
pretty much
years.
the whole
Yeah,
movie.
I knew that would bother you, but as I was watching it, I'm like, you know what? I can see why he did this because he's planning on leaving and after this is done and not having anything to do with it. So he actually had a bigger impact on that guy in a positive way by doing that than he would have if he just would have continued to fight with the guy.
I don't think
all the
but he
credit.
didn't have to fight with the guy.
I know.
The guy was already sulking at his desk. Just let him sulk at his desk. I didn't buy it. The guy was sitting there putting up roadblocks every single way. The guy was completely arrogant. There is absolutely no way that in that short a period of time, under that kind of pressure, trying to make this forecast, that he's going to be caring about this little wiener that's been trying to sabotage him from the get-go.
Yeah, he totally would have.
There's absolutely no way. So that didn't sit well with me. But the performances were good. It's as good a movie as you'll ever see about the weather and
war.
Once again, you leave it to the British to make a weather movie about war. But it was effective. There was tension. There's a lot of good stuff going. Couple of little parts I would have lost. I mean, I did not need, Andrew Scott's Stag and Crick to be buddies at the end. That's ridiculous.
I wanted them to skip merrily out of the room, didn't you, Murray?
Yeah. I thought Brendan
share a
Fraser
pint.
was completely miscast. But other than that, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was meh.
What? Starting off with a bang, Murray.
I'm afraid that's probably where it is.
Maybe. Well, no, it's going to continue for a little bit. Right into The Breadwinner.
Oh, that's with Nate Ingezubo. Ars and Bars and Booze.
Ours
From Nashville,
What's his
Tennessee.
name?
not to Zaz and Baz and Booze.
Nate. It's Nate, right?
Nate is correct.
Okay,
Is it?
Nate Bazaba.
Yeah, close enough.
All right. Okay, so
I gotta look up what his name is.
if
'cause
you-
I honestly don't know.
as we've already alluded to,
Nate
thanks to the Mur,
something.
if you have seen the trailer for this, you have definitely seen this movie already. I mean, I think half of Eddie Murphy's
Nate Bargatze.
and Martin Lawrence's and Adam Sandler's last movies have been
Bargatze.
about an idiot parent having to take on the responsibilities of their spouse.
Yeah. Was he a Mr. Mom?
He was a Mr. Mom.
There you
Well,
go.
that's what the trailer tells us. Well, that's
Wasn't
this
he?
movie, but with someone who's clearly has never seen household appliances before or seen a commercial on TV about anything household related, or has no ability to decipher anything logical about any parenting duty whatsoever. Or worse, he's never actually looked into his fridge to know what kind of milk they drink or the eggs that they eat. But he is the top salesperson of a car dealership, where in today's society, his boss says he doesn't have a job anymore if he's going to take 2 weeks off to take care of his kids. Like, in what Toyota dealership is that ever going to happen?
Sometimes you got to have a little creativity to forward the story.
Okay,
no, none of this stuff would ever happen.
So here's a clue, Bryce. Here's a clue for you, apparently. Right. If you have one of the top salespeople at a dealership and they need a leave of absence for any reason, your company is going to allow it to come back whenever they want to.
But that doesn't forward the story.
Because they fear you are going to work for your competitors. And top salespeople, it just happens. They're the top.
I didn't buy him as a top salesman.
Yeah, I didn't, because he was a complete idiot. Like, I've never seen someone that's portrayed more as an idiot in a movie than this guy.
And he wrote it.
He wrote it based on his real life.
So what is his comedy going to be like?
It's not.
So that's what we're subjected to.
I think you left before you got to see some snippets of his comedy during the trailer the credits.
Yeah, thank God.
You missed it.
I'll never flip through that.
Oh man,
on YouTube.
It was so funny.
They were so funny.
He's not funny. I don't know why people think he is.
Yeah, so it's an obvious story. The trailer explains how it's going to be for the entire movie with and I'm putting this in heavy quotes, breadwinner in it. But what we didn't know about this prior to the trailer or after is that in addition to someone who is an idiot, is running a family of young ladies who are not idiots, this is also packed with a ton of very funny people. We have Kamal Nanjiani, we have Colin Jost, and we have Will Forte. And whenever they're on screen, they're comedy genius and they're hilarious. The problem is they're not in the story long enough. Basically, if we just had those three in a movie being them, that would be a funny movie. But what we got was three funny people in a movie that is like every other horrible family comedy movie that isn't for me. I mean, people who like Daddy Daycare, Grown Ups 1, 2, and 3, and Big Mama's House 5, 6, 10, 1 through 800 will probably like this. But this was just as bad a film as I imagined it would be in seeing the trailer. Predictable, completely not funny to me. Except those three characters whenever they were on screen. This was a complete rage. I have only one thing to unpack, but sorry. Did you see something different in this?
I laughed 4 times the first 10, 15 minutes.
This could have been...
Was any of it because of him?
No, none of it was him. It was Nanjiani was funny.
Oh, he is funny. He should have been the star of the movie.
If we can only...
He should be the star of every movie.
If we could only remember his big line, if you could only remember his big line, he says, once you've had Pakistani, and then he said something else that rhymes with it, and it was like, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was.
But
it was funny.
And the interweb couldn't tell me. I tried hard. I'm sorry, Kamal. You're hilarious.
He is.
It's an Nintendo special.
But yeah, other than that, then the rest of the movie came out, and it was just I'm sitting there watching this movie, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be laughing at this guy who doesn't know like one thing about his kids. Like, he's like the world's worst father. Am I supposed to be accepting of this? And this is funny? I don't think this is funny that he absolutely knows literally knows. Like how is this adorable? Like what am I supposed to be laughing at? The world's worst father put on screen in a family movie.
Yep.
And this is funny? This wasn't funny. This was like sad. This is one of the saddest movies that I've ever seen in my life. But it wasn't, because I know I'm supposed to be laughing at it because I'm looking at the situations. I'm like, I think they're trying to make me laugh, but it's just making me more and more sad. What is going on? This type of movie is going to do more like damage to like society. This type of movie.
This could destroy society that we live in.
We need to stop this type of movie right now, because this was not. Like, he is such... All this guy does, apparently, is sell cars because he doesn't know anything about his household. He doesn't even know how to operate an appliance.
Yeah.
He can't cook anything.
No.
Like, he's an infant.
Yeah.
And he's a father. This is awful.
How did anybody want to have sex with him?
I am so offended by this movie, like on so many levels that I can't even put it into words how like damaging this movie is to you need to just burn this thing and no one should ever watch it.
Like, Leave It to Beaver's dad was even better than this guy.
I am sorry. There are some violent, horrible movies out there that will do less damage to a kid watching it than this movie. If you're going to look at this and think that somehow this is funny and some of this stuff is normal, that is just wrong. Nate Bargaboogadoo, you need to just take a look in the mirror, buddy.
He needs to just go away.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
This is an unbelievable rage. This thing should not exist. It is psychologically damaging is what this movie is. Especially to the audience that it is being put,
as a family. As a family going to go see this together and go, wow, you know what?
I bet way better than that guy.
Yeah, I'm sure the kids that go to this movie with their parents are going to go to their dad and say, Dad, at least you're not as bad as this guy.
This guy
beat me and you're still better than this guy.
This guy was absolutely deplorable and unforgivable, and you're supposed to like sympathize with him? Like, what?
I don't think you know what?
I don't. Well, weren't we? I don't. I think we're supposed to like this guy. And he's like, he could be the most horrible dad that's ever been put on screen ever.
Yeah.
Like, there's been like.
Do you remember John Wayne Gacy? Wasn't he a dad?
If you watch, he had to be a better dad than this guy.
Exactly.
Bing Crosby used to beat his kids.
Yeah, there you go.
But you know what?
I mean, Mummy Dearest?
Yeah.
She used to beat her kid, too. She wasn't a dad, but,
Anyways, he's worse than all of them.
So there's only one thing I have to unpack.
And you wonder why I chose to miss it.
Yeah, well, you were lucky.
At least those guys probably knew something about their kids.
The only thing I had to unpack on this was how could he function in daily life if he was as stupid as he was? Like,
couldn't he make coffee at work?
He couldn't do anything. Murray, his boss used to bring him his coffee in the morning when he came in.
One hell of a salesman.
Yeah, you know what?
But Nanjiani was hilarious.
Kamal Nanjiani was great.
Will
Forte is always great, and Colin Jost, man, he needs to just be in more things. Whatever. He's just so funny.
He wanted to come out and play disc golf with him. I would have played disc golf with Colin Jost.
Yeah, they had a disc golf scene.
Yeah,
the
scene when Colin Jost is trying to show how his disc golf skills were was pretty hilarious too. Oh, Colin Jost.
Why is that I can get to a Mondo for you just because of that?
Well, I'm not Bryce, so that doesn't happen.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Need I remind you of the 2 minutes of Billy Crystal in a movie, changed it to a man?
But he was so good in it. That was Tooth Fairy, right?
Yeah.
Well, Colin Jost talking about disc golf for 2 minutes.
That's
that
right.
Didn't do it.
Exactly. No, it didn't.
Nate, what's his name is just so bad. That's the difference.
That is the difference.
Yeah, Bargatze, that's his name.
Yeah,
all right.
I say no to Bargatze.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I've seen him. Trust me, I know who he was. That's why I didn't go.
Nice. All right. Well, let's talk about the
I didn't know
shortest movie that Bryce has seen this week.
It was it was really short.
It's called Backrooms, Murray.
I liked it.
This movie is a mindfuck of biblical proportions. Yeah. Built on suspense, tension, and a score and soundtrack so creative and pulse-driving, it will have you on the edge of your seat. It needed
to be longer.
Maybe not just for the time you're watching this, but possibly enough for the rest of your life. The story is so creative and original sci-fi horror, and you will not know what the fuck is happening almost from moment one till the end of the film. Of all the time, and you guys both know how much I absolutely despise found footage, but how they used found footage in this film is only in a minor way, but the only way it should ever be used, not as an entire movie concept, but part of a bigger construct. And only where having found footage would be actually used in a movie. So kudos to this 20-year-old tiki-talker to use found footage the way it should be intended. The story is worth it for the set design alone. Like, I know I had heard somewhere that the set in this was all constructed. So everything is practical except maybe the door that going through from the one place to the other. Not counting how you are so connected to our characters. And as the story unfolds, we get more insight into them and understand how their mental health past formed their current states and how it continues to haunt them and us into backrooms that are never ending. It was literally completely surprising. And I was fascinated by this from the first moment it opened. It is creepy and creative, and it's so fucking mondo. This film is so brilliant. And the ending was perfect, absolutely perfect, leaving us with no answers for pretty much anything. But I'm sure this will generate conversation for years about pretty much everything in this film. I'm not going to really tell you anything about the plot. You kind of get to see that from the trailer, that this guy goes into his basement and finds it. How it's described in the film is that if someone had never seen a dog and you tell them about the dog and have them redraw it for you, that's what this film is. It's one you need to see. That's from the movie. If it's one you need to see in a cinema full of perplexed and yearning minds. And is it Chuetel?
Chumbawamba. I don't know.
Chuetel is your.
I can never. The more I see him, the more I absolutely love him. Yeah, and Renata Renasev. I'm terrible at foreign language. They were both absolutely freaking brilliant in this. Like, every time I see her on screen now too, I'm just baffled how she's not in every single thing. These two together in this, they had so much chemistry. I love this. This is my favorite movie of this year so far.
Yeah, but it was so short. So I'm watching the movie, and okay, go ahead.
It was mondo.
Okay,
yeah, it's like totally.
So
mondo.
so the movie starts. I'm watching them. I'm like really into it, and we get introduced to these characters. We get Bobby and Kat, and Clark is the main dude, and Mary is the other. She's kind of the other main. But here's the thing: I'm watching it, and then I kind of blink, and then all of a sudden I don't see Bobby and Kat like at all anymore. Like I don't even know what happened to Bobby and Kat? Like, it wasn't in the movie. All of a sudden, they're there, and then they weren't there.
Did you not see Kat later in the movie in the refrigerator?
No, I saw them on the poster that they were missing at the end.
So you basically missed the entire movie.
No. I think I just don't understand how they could leave like that big a plot point out of because you introduce us character. I start caring about these characters. And then all of a sudden, those characters are gone.
Okay, what I can say, Murray, about this is that he did not snore last night, but he was definitely enjoying his slumber. I can tell you that.
Oh.
I was gonna wake him, but you looked so peaceful. This was in this movie.
Yeah, well, I would have
Backrooms.
First, I would have slept for about 20 minutes, and I would have just left because I don't like movies that are confusing.
Yeah, this was not. No, but
this was so. This thing sucks you in, man, and then it really leaves you wondering.
Sucks you right in
because then characters are just missing, and then then Phil shows up at the end and starts asking Clark some questions about some stuff, and Clark's like, I don't know, and then Phil's like, well,
that wasn't Clark.
Oh no, it was Mary. He was asking Mary.
Okay,
so Phil's asking Mary some questions.
Because you're not going to spoil any plot.
Yeah.
Just tell everybody the things that you remember about this movie.
Okay, so the dude was like in the place that he works, but that's not what he actually does. He wants to be an architect.
Yeah.
but he's working in like a furniture store.
Does he have a wife?
He had a wife.
Yes.
I think they've separated.
Yes.
Maybe. And he's having some issues, and he's kind of trying to work them out with his therapist, Mary.
Yes.
So he's working these things out with his therapist, Mary, and then he's like sleeping at the furniture store, though.
Yes.
Okay, so but then he starts to investigate some stuff that's going on, and he like goes behind this wall, and then all of a sudden he's just like, holy crap, I go through here and look what's going on back here. And then all of a sudden he's like exploring, and there's like stuff, and he's like, blah, blah, blah. And like there's rooms everywhere. And then he like gets Bobby and Kat, and I think they work there. They work there with him.
Yes.
And he got them to like come with. I think they were had a camera. Did they have a camera?
They made a commercial of his.
Right. Yeah. So they brought
do you
the
remember
camera.
the commercial?
Yeah, the commercial. He had a pig leg, and it was really funny because you could see his legs sticking out.
Yes.
And he was yeah. I remember.
Yep.
So then that happened, and then they went behind the wall, and then I saw like pig leg version of Clark, but he's like really big, and he's hanging out with Clark, I think. And,
that was at the end of the movie.
But then something like horrible happened because Clark thought that they were buddies, I guess. And then I saw like she's the Mary. I don't know how she even got there, but Mary was there.
Yeah.
But she wasn't there before. It's like she just got teleported there or something. It was like Star Trek. And so Mary's there. And then Mary's talking to Mark Duplass. He's Phil.
Yeah.
And Phil's like, you know what? I used to be like a neurologist, I think.
They made an MRI machine.
There you go. You made it. Okay, you made an MRI.
And then they found this place.
And then all of a sudden he's like not doing that anymore. He's doing this. And it's like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing this. And then they put up then I saw the poster that Kat and Bobby were missing. Mm-hmm. So that was something. And then the movie ended. It was pretty good. I liked it, but it was really short.
Okay, your description is longer than the movie itself.
No, the movie was actually.
And I'm starting to nod off here. Let's get to it.
So I pretty much saw the whole thing, right?
You didn't see anything. Well, you saw the bookends. You knew that he finds this Backrooms place, but ultimately, what the Backrooms place is,
and he wanted to something about eating them, but I don't know what that was about.
The funniest scene in it was,
but then big pig leg guy eats him.
Basically,
I don't know what was going on.
Basically, the Backrooms is people's memories that come to life, and places come to life, and that's the precipice of why it exists, but how it got there, all of the questions around.
So
around it.
Did you read something about that? Because I didn't see that in the movie.
No, it's in the movie. It's in the movie multiple times. Yeah.
What was I doing?
So you were sleeping.
I don't think I was sleeping.
Okay.
I'm guessing this is the kind of movie you probably had to be awake for most of it.
You know what?
Even then,
it's not so much that it's confusing.
I enjoyed every second
the
that
linearness
I
of the
watched.
story. It's still a very linear story. The thing that makes it confusing is about the concept of what this place is, and that's more of what makes it. But the tension in this is so, and part of it is because how the director builds the tension is that there's so many great sounds that are happening around you, and you'll hear, you can hear this monster coming. But you never really get to see it till the end. And obviously it looks differently to different people, but it's a memory that comes to life. But so they have these people in it, Murray, but their faces are kind of not quite finished because remember about the dog, where if I explained to you what a dog was and you had to write it, you might not be able to completely do, because it's your memory that's been then posted. And he's talking to Mary about it in one of the major pivotal scenes in the movie, and he says, but the greatest thing about it is that you can eat them. And then he rips open this guy's shirt and he pulls out a big chunk of his fat and plops it on the plate. And she's just going like, This guy's fucking insane.
I didn't see that. All I know is that this was one of the quickest hour and 50 movie minutes that I've ever watched. It was like it went by like it was 20 minutes.
Everybody needs to see this movie. It's creative brilliance on a screen.
You're making me think that I might have to watch it again.
You will have to. You know what? We'll do a double feature. I'll watch I Love Boosters, and you'll watch that.
All right.
All right, Tuna.
So that was just you reviewing it? Is that what that was?
Well, I guess because he didn't fully see it.
He didn't give one.
He can't really.
I guess I can't because
he didn't see enough of it.
Apparently, I didn't see enough of it. I enjoyed what I saw.
Yeah, there's a lot of walking. So
but there was gaps in the story.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Completely edited. Tuna, Murray.
Tuna,
depending on how you pronounce it.
Tuner.
not salmon, but
tuna. It's tuna, which Dustin Hoffman refers to. He's actually, what was his nickname again? Big Tuna or something like that, or
no, it was more clever.
tuna face or tuna sandwich.
Said New England.
It had something to do. It related to the piano, didn't it?
No, it's because he always talked about how tuna has too much mercury in it.
This is about a tuner.
It's about a tuner, but Dustin Hoffman did like to talk about tuna, and every now and then
he cracks open safes.
Dustin Hoffman doesn't crack open safes.
The
tuna, Bryce. So it's just like Past Lives, but with a piano tuner, Murray. This is a movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of past lives
that
in this.
After watching the trailer, I did not want to see this. It seemed like it was going to be like every other heist film.
It was billed as a heist movie.
Where our lead gets in with some bad...
It wasn't a heist movie.
It was billed as a heist movie. I'd say it was.
I don't think anybody that watched that trailer could think it was a heist movie.
I 100% thought it was a heist movie, and that's why I didn't want to see it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys obviously saw some special trailer that I didn't see.
No. It looked exactly like a heist movie.
No, it didn't.
All right, so heist movies where your lead gets in with some bad dudes to help his aging father figure, then things go bad, but not after until he falls in love, and then everything he holds dear is threatened, like every other heist movie that's ever been made. Which is exactly what actually happens in this. But in this case, what is different is that the characters are super well developed, and you care about each of them very deeply. And it's kind of less about the heist, to Bryce's point, and more about about the past lives / romance and relationships. Okay, so the major part of the end, Murray, is a giant heist that they're going to get this passphrase for this guy's crypto account, which is the heist of the movie.
There's no heist.
Which there is a heist.
There's a robbery.
Yeah, which is the same thing as a heist.
Nah, heist involves more planning.
Well, they had to do a lot of planning to get him to come.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
They just had to get him to come. That was their whole plan. Get him there so he can open the safe. That's not a heist.
Well, they had to do things like show up at a wake and, make him fear for his girlfriend's life and all kinds of stuff.
Which is totally heisty. I don't know. Okay, anyways,
Yeah.
keep on talking about your heist movie, and I using heavy quotation marks.
Right, because I'm saying it wasn't so much about the heisting.
Well, it wasn't a heist.
It was
at all.
more about the past lives.
Hey, go ahead.
As for the reason the heist stuff actually seemed natural and believable, well, at least for the predictable romance heist films, that is. In fact, I was really enjoying the story, and as much as I already mentioned, I really liked the characters. And then the back end of the film comes, and there is something that happens that, of course, we all knew was coming. It just really irritated me
Yes.
for the whole convenience factor of it.
Yeah, convenient stuff happens.
It's all dealing with a pearl watch. I would have said a pearl necklace, but we didn't get to see that. We just saw a pearl watch. And people can say, oh, well, how else was the story going to happen if we didn't have the pearl watch?
Yeah, there's a number of
the
different
story
ways
would
the
have been
story-
shorter if we didn't have the pearl watch.
No.
Blah, blah, blah. It's lazy writing. The story was doing fine without it. Give me like 20 minutes alone in a room with ChatGPT. I could have written something better than the fucking pearl watch scene. And I could have made something way more original and less annoying for the story to come to its ending. For a story that had so much going for it, including Dustin Hoffman in a great and witty performance, by the way.
He's so good.
He was so good in this. It reminds you, because you know what? I went back and looked at his recent credits, and most of his stuff he's been doing is more animated. Like he's done Kung Fu Panda.
Well, he almost
27.
got canceled there for a minute. So
Oh,
maybe
why?
he was, I can't remember, some sexist comments or something back in the 70s or whatever, before there was internet. I don't know.
When he played Tootsie?
I don't know what it was. Just, people weren't too high on him for a while.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
he kind of disappeared.
He's been doing a lot of animated stuff. So for him seeing him, it reminds you of how good of an actor this guy is. Like he's got so much talent.
And he's a very good driver.
Like a race car driver.
Good driver. I'm a very good driver.
Oh yeah, definitely Judge Wapner. Yeah, so it didn't destroy this film. The very ending of this was very satisfying. Like the very last few scenes of this movie was so very satisfying and leaves you on a positive note, Murray. So you probably would have liked the ending of this. It was a pleasant surprise.
But you couldn't have got to that ending without the pearl watch.
Fuck you and your pearl watch.
I'm just saying.
Take that pearl watch and jam it up your rear.
He's not in that room without the pearl watch.
They could have. Okay, I don't even have to think hard about this. How they could have made it something different than that, and it would have been better. That's all I'm gonna say.
But there's the whole. But I don't think. But if you, the symbolism of the pearl watch and the fact that he ended up with the pearl watch in the end, even though it looks like there's no way he's going to, but it's because of a certain thing. Like it all had to. That's the only way he ends up in that room.
No, I completely disagree.
Was it a back room?
No, it was right up front. It had big windows.
There was totally windows.
You could see it from the outside.
We're going to agree to disagree that Bryce admitted to me yesterday, Murray, that he is very happy that the world we live in now is all predictable.
What?
He's 100% happy.
No,
the only person that can write an original film is Boots Riley. We're going to get a new movie every 7 years.
Boots Riley, and I still have hope for Oz Perkins. I think that he can continue to do original stuff. So if it's not Boots Riley or Oz Perkins,
what's his name there? The guy you met at the festival, your favorite guy. The hell was his name?
I don't know what he's
talking about.
talking
We see a lot
about.
of people in
festivals. No, the guy.
The guy.
The movies that he loves that we hate.
Yeah,
you know the guy. What's his name?
He was at Cuff this year.
Yes. One of your favorite filmmakers who we both hate.
Yeah.
Oh, Mickey Reese.
There you go.
Mickey Reese.
Yeah, he makes original stuff. You know what? Maybe there is some original things out there.
There is some original stuff for sure. But this movie is not one of those. But I can tell you one thing about this.
Well, it is.
The characters were really well done. It's
a really well done character study.
It's just like Past Lives, only not as good.
Well, of course it's not as good as Past Lives. I mean, come on.
There isn't anything.
But that doesn't mean that it's not awesome.
It was good. I liked it. It was meh.
Yeah, it was better than that.
No, it was meh.
No, it was better than that.
No, it was just meh.
This was so well cast. The performances were fantastic.
Yes.
I enjoyed every single second of this. Your convenience factor, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what? The watch got him in that room for the final scene, which was so satisfying. I didn't think I was going to be satisfied by him being able to do that, but they did it in a way that I was like, you know what? I knew this was going to happen at some point, and I thought I was going to go, and when
that's
it
what
did.
I did.
But then he did his thing, and the last comment, and I'm like, glorious. This is a fantastic movie.
So there was nothing in the sense of convenience that out of all the things you could steal from anybody.
It's something that's going to stand out, though, and they're in a certain class of people where that could happen.
You know what? It's totally believable. Bryce.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm on board with it.
I'm so
Is it
glad
convenient? Yes. But did it get me to the point that I needed to get to? Yes.
Apparently
Can I
did.
forgive the convenience? Because even though that particular thing is convenient, the stuff that happened after it made perfect sense. And the fact that he woke up in the hospital, looked in his bag, and saw what he saw, that was like cool. And then he got like, you know what?
Was it a watch?
Yeah, it's a watch. So
it's.
It doesn't matter that it was predictable. It doesn't matter that it was convenient. What matters is the feeling that I had.
Okay, there we go. Good. I'm glad.
As we watched those last 5 minutes
that you
unravel.
weren't irritated by the convenience and the lazy writing that I was.
And I thought that, you know what? It's fine. And well, no, that part was fine. There was one part in the entire movie that maybe they could have come up with something different. But that thing got us to where we needed to go. Sometimes
because
that's
of lazy writing, yeah.
No, it's not. It's sometimes convenient things happen in our lives.
Sometimes when we touch.
Sometimes, that's just the way it goes.
Too much.
So yeah, no, I thought I don't even have I even seen this kid anywhere, by the way?
I don't know, but I want to see him everywhere.
He was
the performances in this were
Leo Woodall. I never even heard of the guy.
Ray,
but
do
he
you
was,
know Leo Woodall?
Do you know who Leo Woodall is?
Is he in a TV
Is he in a TV show? Is he in your favorite TV show?
Is he a YouTuber, millennial?
I don't know.
Gen Z?
He's probably in his 20s, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's pretty young and good looking.
Anyways, Leo Woodall was really good in this.
He knows how to finger some locks for sure.
Yes. But yeah, no, and you've touched upon it. Like every character, you knew every character in this. By the end of this film,
a great character
you
film.
absolutely knew every single character that was introduced from Horowitz's wife to the criminal dude running his thing, to his underlings. Like you knew them all. You knew every single, and you feel like if someone said, "Tell me about this guy," every single person in this film, you could actually sit there and talk for a few minutes about this guy.
I agree.
And so, yeah, just a wonderful, wonderful character study. I enjoyed this immensely. This was Mondo.
There you go. Perfect. I'm glad you're.
Leo Woodall was in Nuremberg.
Oh,
all right.
Remember that movie?
And the last Bridget Jones movie.
Oh my God!
He had a leading role in.
Thank God he's doing better things.
And the White Lotus TV show.
Oh, that's why everybody loves the White Lotus.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a TV show.
Never heard of it.
Nice.
Whatevs. I'm sure glad I missed your triple feature last night because it sounds like I would have hated
you
all three of them.
You would have liked this one.
I think I would have hated all three of them.
No, you would have.
No, you would have liked this one.
Wasn't enough of a heist movie for me. If it was a heist movie, I would have liked it.
There was heisty stuff.
You would have liked it.
Heist adjacent.
Guess what I'm going to talk about?
A movie?
This week, we saw another Brendan Fraser movie. Sorta. He was in it, even if it wasn't about him. I know Fraser has had an up and down career. I think he even took a break for like 15 years. He didn't even act. I don't know. But
there's a whole story to that.
There was George of the Jungle, Dudley Do-Right, Airheads, Encino Man.
I liked Encino Man.
But
I was also like 8.
He did some serious films too. So today, I'm going to spread a little Brendan love.
Oh, that's sweet.
First, honorable mention to Rental Family, which I did not see. But
it's
you guys said it was a good movie.
It's fantastic.
Almost spent the $7 to rent it this weekend. Almost.
It'll come on streaming
Yeah,
soon
don't
enough.
just-
Well, no, it was streamed. It was on Prime. Just I would have to pay for it. It wasn't for free.
Yeah, it will be.
It will be soon.
Okay, so with honors, 1994. I gotta admit, I love this film.
Which is?
Joe Pesci in his post-Goodfellas era, playing a homeless guy blackmailing a Harvard student who wants his thesis back. He attends classes with him, crashes on his couch, and generally pisses off Fraser. Yeah, okay, maybe not a great premise for a movie. Fraser's performance is sensitive and complex. Plus, Moira Kelly from Cutting Edge. Go big!
God.
Bedazzled, 2000. Directed by SCTV alumni and Ghostbuster Harold Ramis. Starring Brendan Fraser and the always smoking hot Elizabeth Hurley. Fraser is an IT worker who is granted 7 wishes by a sexy version of Satan, all to gain the attention of a coworker. He is appropriately charming, and the concept is played out with cleverness and panache. He plays multiple roles, including a Mexican drug cartel leader and a dumb as rocks NBA superstar. I laugh so hard every time he screwed up a wish. School Ties. Okay, 1992. Very seldom, if ever, will I say something positive about a Ben Affleck movie, let alone one also starring his BFF Matt Damon. This would be the exception. Way back before Brendan Fraser, Matt Damon, Chris O'Donnell, and Affleck were movie stars, this film attacked the important issue of anti-Semitism. Right after World War II, it is a relevant issue in today's turbulent times. He's a student at a New England prep school who has to hide his Jewish faith in order to play for the football team. Of course, they find out and all hell breaks loose.
Mm-hmm.
Features terrific performances not only from Fraser, but from the young Damon and his less talented buddy Affleck and Chris O'Donnell. It was a great film. I loved it. It was like probably one of Fraser's first things he ever did. The Quiet American, 2002. I just recently saw this because I haven't canceled Prime yet. It was one of the few movies I could see for free. This movie, to me, seemed like Good Morning Vietnam without any of the humor. I have to say I was very impressed with Fraser in this one, especially opposite a legend like Michael Caine. Like Good Morning Vietnam, it's set in Saigon during the Vietnam War. British reporter Caine is living there away from his wife with his Vietnamese girlfriend, who's much younger than him. He meets an American, Fraser, falls in love with his girl. It's a clever cat and mouse game with basically Fraser stated his intentions flat out, and then Caine's trying to like kibosh it all, and eventually it leads to like sending him out to war. Fraser and Caine have surprising chemistry. It's a roundly entertaining and thought-provoking film. The Mummy. You knew it was coming. Without a doubt, Brendan Fraser's most famous role. So beloved, in fact, he's coming back for another one.
Mummy 4.
That's right.
Please don't.
The Mummy is just a great thrill ride of a motion picture, of fun and frolicking, rousing and suspenseful. He's charming and witty and charismatic. Yeah, the film itself hasn't really aged that well, but his performance is still great. He's funny and totally badass, and about as different from his character in The Whale as can be. Which brings me to The Whale, 2022. There are very few films that affect me so much, at the same time disturb me so much that I can never watch them again. This is one of them. Everything that has been said about this film is true. Watching it will have a profound effect on you. He absolutely deserved to win his Best Actor role for this role. It was a once-in-a-lifetime performance. He stars as a 600-pound gay man trying to reconnect with his estranged teenage daughter and find some peace and redemption as he slowly eats his way to a heart attack. Of all the performances that were amazing in this, from Hong Chow, Sadie Sink, to Samantha Morton, Fraser was never better than he was in this film.
Yeah,
I will always love Brendan Fraser, no matter what he does.
I would agree.
And he's actually Canadian. Well, his parents are Canadians, so that makes him Canadian.
Well, he considers himself Canadian.
Well, he's born in Indianapolis, but yeah, both his parents are Canadian, so it wouldn't surprise me if he has dual citizenship. But
yeah,
Go Canada.
Not too sure.
All right.
Temperature rising.
Fire away.
Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
I kind of raged about this last week, but in a different capacity. But I really wish that we didn't have to watch trailers in front of movies.
I'm seriously considering showing up 10 minutes into the movie. Just to avoid
well,
it
I don't want to show up 10 minutes
Mostly
into
because
the
of the
movie,
commercials.
But I find, like, the really good trailers...
I just stare
Put you in a
blankly at
different-
the screen. I don't really see them. I don't know why you're sitting paying attention.
I'm trying to not watch them.
I have no
It's
problem.
a giant screen in front of you.
Yeah.
I just look at the screen glassy-eyed and look at the pretty colors. I don't really pay attention other than that.
People with the walking around
Can
phone
you
actually
teach
look at
me
their
how to
phones.
do that? So this week,
Yeah,
it's...
people need to put their phones away when you're in the theater.
They
Yeah.
don't.
I think
That.
it should be like the Oval Office and you drop them
You
in
drop
a tray.
your phone in a tray when you
I would like
check
someone
in.
to invent a device that they put it in the walls of the movie theater to block all cell phone signals.
Yeah, that'd be
No
cool.
internet, no nothing.
That'd be good.
Well,
As soon as the movie starts, just like
people
what
would
do you call
just
it? The
people would just
jammer or
watch their
scrambler
downloaded
shows up.
porn in there. When
That's all
I don't
bullshit.
understand. Like, I get it. Like watching the Breadwinner, I kind of wanted to actually just watch my phone, even like Bryce does, looking at the
I
pretty
look down at my
colors of my
phone when
phone
most trailers show up.
instead
'cause
of watching that
a lot
movie.
of the crap I don't want to see.
But okay, so I just want to recap. The trailers for this week that we saw. So,
Okay.
in watching the trailer for Pressure, I was like, okay, it's another war movie. I'm like, whatever. The Breadwinner, I watched it. I said, I don't want to see this movie. I wish I didn't have to see this movie. And then I saw the movie, and it was just as bad as the trailer. Backrooms
What this has to do
was
with it.
a great trailer, and it was a great movie.
Okay.
And then The Tuner, I didn't want to see it because of the trailer.
I want to see it because of the trailer.
I didn't want to see it because of the trailer.
Because it totally looked like it was
was a heist
it was an
movie.
anti-heist movie from the trailer.
Yeah, kind of like an anti-heist movie.
Yeah.
That
from
had
the
heisting
trailer.
in it.
No, it didn't look heisty
Which
at all.
made me
in the
not want
trailer.
to see it.
The trailer
I
made it
did
look
not-
like a character
Why-
study, which is exactly what it was.
Why didn't they have it look more like Past Lives in the trailer?
It did look kind of like Past Lives in the
It
trailer.
didn't look Past Lives enough.
I don't know
So
what-
my
you're
rage
watching
this week
special trailers,
is that the
apparently.
Tuner trailer wasn't Past Lives enough for me. Then I would have been more excited to see it.
All right.
And I actually liked this movie. It was a good movie. It's really, really good. If it didn't have the lazy writing and the convenience factor, it might have been a Mondo.
It was a Mondo.
No. You're just now accepting too much lazy writing that you're just like accepting it now.
You know
you're
what?
just allowed it to
I
seep
think-
into your
I think
pores.
it was a mono because he didn't fall asleep in the middle of it.
I didn't fall asleep
That's
in
the prerogative
anything
now, I think.
except
It was-
maybe
He makes it through the
Backrooms,
whole
but I don't think
movie,
so.
then
I made it through the whole Breadwinner.
Yeah, you totally did. Of all the movies you should have
I,
fallen
w- I wish
asleep
I wish we watched Backrooms first.
So you have to watch it.
I gotta start
You gotta
arranging this
stop
better.
watching three
It's-
movies in one day.
I think
is what
the
you need to
last
stop
showing,
doing.
the last showing of stupid Breadwinner though, I think was like at 8:00 or something dumb. So there's no way to get
Because
three
it's a
movies
family
in.
movie.
What about in another cinema? I wouldn't have mind driven across the...
Or we would have had to like watch Tuner at like 10:20 or something, and I
Oh.
didn't want to do that either.
Well,
so
you made
it's-
the right choice.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, my rage this week is the fact that I've been trying to put this stupid video game controller and hook it up to my system.
Yeah,
for
what's
like,
going on with that?
for like months. So first of all, it's keyboard based, And I'm like, okay, it's keyboard based, but the emulators I have apparently don't talk to keyboard based ones. So then I got all confused, and I'm trying to figure it out. I finally figured that out, and I'm like, okay. So then I need this to be, it's like called X input is what I need. I need an X input, and I can make my controller X input by ordering this chippy do from the
Did you order it?
So I ordered it.
Yes.
And then after I ordered it, and it had already been shipped, I found out that all of these controllers out after 2019 that were shipped out already have this thing in it. So I spent $60 for nothing because it's already in my controller. I have to go on to mode 4 in order to get it. But here's the thing. You go on to mode 4 and it's just not automatically set up. You have to like download some sort of thingamabobber off the interwebs. And then there's also some firmware updates that you have to do. And like so then I click on the thing to download the thingamabobber off the interwebs, and it says, okay, this is for Mac OS. I'm like, okay, well, this isn't a Mac OS. It says right on the thing, click here to download, and it says PC Mac /Mac OS. So like either one.
Yeah, that makes
and I
it
click
sound
on
that
it,
way.
and it's just Mac OS. So at this point, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So then I email the guys, and I'm like, please take pity on me. I bought and I know that
I keep giving you money.
I know your controller is going to be fantastic when it finally works. And from everything I understand, once I get this X input thing going, it's going to work like an Xbox controller, which with my Xbox controller, I can play all the games. So in theory, once it does that, I'll be able to play all the games with this.
Are we going to, so more importantly, I need to stop you just right there quickly.
Are we ever going to be able to play
No. Are we going to get to play Missile Command together?
Someday.
All right.
We could have bought an actual arcade
about.
game, Missile Command, for like $500 and be done with it.
No, but this is better, Murray.
So I sent them the email. I'm like, please take pity on me. Can someone just send me some sort of step-by-step instructions on how in the hell I can just make my controller work with it? And I was very nice about it because I know it's not
You're
their.
a nice person.
I know it's not their fault. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm completely computer illiterate. I'm doing my best here. I know once this gets set up, I'm going to be so happy with it, but I need help. Please help me. And so I get the email back, and it's like, thanks for your email. We'll be back to. We've got a lot of traffic right now in our email box, so it's gonna be like 7 days until we get back to you probably. And I'm like, all right, so now I'm waiting.
One thing I know about you and your technology, one thing I know that you know very well, is C:\enter.
I don't know what that means. What's C:\enter?
Pretty sure that's a computer programmer thing.
Yeah.
In the old days.
But it's also it's people who like back-end business. C:\enter.
Yeah, I don't know why you're making this dirty.
You just met him?
It's butt stuff. It's butt stuff. You like the butt stuff.
Doesn't.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Welcome, Ragers, to Film Rage's totally retro nostalgia recall Flashback. On this week's segment, Jim takes the crew on a horny little adventure back to 1982, when he thought this film was named after him. That's right, The Last American Virgin. Let's listen in to our friend's thoughts on what that generation's idea of the word virgin in the title of a movie meant, and find out if this was in fact the movie where Jim lost his own mind. I mean, did you think I was really going to hint at when Jim lost his virginity? Or that it somehow intertwined with a film? Or that it involved I can't violate my NDA. To the Ragers!
Okay, so this movie was like Bryce has this thing about the movies that he has brought to us that are the coming of age films. Yeah. This was my coming of age film.
You're the one who picked this?
That's right. I picked this. The The soundtrack in this is so killer.
I don't know how the hell they even got the music for
I
this
don't know
movie.
how they got the.
They got like
the
every
budget for
hit song of that year was in
They've
this
got
movie.
the Cars, Joe Jackson, the Gleaming Spears, the Police, the Waitresses, Devo,
I'm
REO
baffled.
Speedwagon, Oingo Boingo, U2. Like this,
Yeah.
the soundtrack in this alone is worth seeing this movie for.
Well, no.
yes,
The
it is.
soundtrack's worth
You
listening
just shut out the
to.
dialogue, maybe.
Yeah. So,
And close your eyes.
and there's a Commodores. What about the drugs? What about the coke?
Sweet and low.
I don't care, Uggo girl.
Yeah.
Gratuitous nudity,
Yep.
dick measuring,
Yep.
and Camilla. Remember, Murray? Do you remember Camilla?
I remember her now. She was in Death Race 2000.
She was in Death Race 2000 as Mira.
Wasn't she Carmella?
Yeah,
Yes.
best hooker ever from a movie.
That's right. She was just happy.
She
She
was-
was do with anybody,
was
even
just-
the fat guy.
She was just doing her business. This is the greatest coming of age movie that's ever been made.
No, it's just stop.
It's funny.
What?
It's disgusting. This movie was made for me. Now,
Apparently.
it's a coming of age movie, so it's still a meh in rewatch. But I remember loving this movie so much, and there was still things about it that I like. I can't believe that this is more offensive to you than some of the garbage you've made us watch
It's not
already.
offensive, Jim. It's just bad.
Yeah, it's bad good.
No. I wasn't offended at all. It's just bad. It's boring.
Oh, it's so good. Murray, was this the first time you seen this one?
No.
okay.
You know what else came out the same year?
What?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah,
That's a coming of age movie.
Thank you, Murray.
This was a fantastic coming
yeah,
of age. This is exactly how my childhood happened.
I know the answer to this, but yeah, who the hell picked this movie?
It was me.
I remember watching this on Skinamax as a teenager.
Nice.
There certainly was a lot of TNA in this film,
There was.
which a 14-year-old me loved. I remember the fat girl that Gary tries to make out with, and like he tries to use scissors to cut off her bra. She's like sitting there eating chips. I'm like, I remember that.
It's like the best scene ever.
And then his chubby friend who had more sex in the film than he did.
Yeah, he was the last American virgin, Murray.
Yeah, and the slimeball horn dog stud muffin friend who stole his girl.
Yes.
And basically had to be the first one to have sex with any woman that these three came across. Like
Yeah.
every time whatever hooker, whoever they found,
Yes.
that the young, good-looking blonde guy who had sex like every other day,
Yes.
had to be the first one in. Yeah, he was an asshole.
You know what? This is reminding me. This is actually a Mondo.
Beyond that, and every cheesy 80s love song on the soundtrack, I don't remember liking this film that much, other than the TNA, but again, I was 14. This film was only 90 minutes long, but it took me 3 hours to watch, thanks to the crappy link that Jim sent me,
It's the only
and
way I could
the
get it.
annoying ads that popped up every 4 minutes. I know that because I started timing them. Every 4 minutes. The same ad.
I know. It was horrible.
And then, every
I
20
didn't-
minutes, it would
I watched
crash.
it right through.
Yeah, because you have all kinds of illegal stuff. I watched
I
it
don't
on
have
this,
any illegal
whatever
stuff.
that Daily Motion, whatever the hell it is you gave me.
What are you talking
It's the
kept
only way I
crashing.
could find it.
I couldn't. It wouldn't play on my computer, my laptop. And my new phone, which I just got a week ago, it tried to download viruses,
Spyware.
So I had to use my really old phone that's cracked, which has internet access at my house. I watched it on that, and it still crashed half a dozen times. That alone makes me rage about this movie. Just having to endure all that to watch this. The main character, Gary, is a loser. I get that he was in love with a new hot girl. I counted at least 3 different girls in this movie that wanted him, and he totally ignored. Like, the
He
girl's
only-
best friend was like throwing herself
The
at him.
heart wants what the heart wants.
Whatever.
Murray.
She wasn't ugly. She had glasses, but she was blonde. She was cute. I mean, go for her. If all you want is sex, go for her.
He didn't. They showed that. He didn't
Whatever.
want just sex.
Yeah. He never even told the love of his life that he liked her until basically the end of the film. So what did he expect? Serves him right for dying alone and still a virgin because he's an idiot. If he wanted sex, he could have got sex anytime he wanted. He just, yeah. I get it was about love, but no, I was offended by everything in this movie, except for the nudity, which I was 14. So. Watching this movie, all I kept thinking about was Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Both movies came out the same year, 1982. I don't know which one came out first, but Fast Times was a far superior movie. Basically the same plot. Set in high school, two best friends, one's a sleazy ladies man and one's a hopeless nerd. Sleazy friend steals the girl, has sex with her and gets her pregnant. Then the abortion. Difference is, Victim Own was a much better friend despite it all. This asshole Rick, he had zero redeeming qualities, this guy Rick.
And this movie didn't have Spicoli.
Did not, yeah, I'm getting to that. I'm supposed to care about any of the characters in this movie, then the filmmaker failed. This is such a huge rage, and I never want to have to see it again. I'll take Spicoli any day, and I don't even like Sean Penn.
I don't know why. He's brilliant.
Anyway,
Yes.
I remember liking this movie, but again, I was 14, so...
I remember hating this movie, and nothing's changed.
It was like 10 when you came out.
Yeah, I didn't see it until I was probably 14 or 15. I saw it on VHS. Do you remember those?
Yes.
VHS.
This is total trash. I felt like we were in the Rage or Dare segment. I'm like, how is this this is a Rage or Dare movie if ever there was one, because this could be the worst movie that I've ever watched in my entire life. There's absolutely no redeeming qualities. It wasn't one of those movies where their despicable characters were entertaining. They were just despicable. Everybody in it was horrible. The dialogue was horrible. Even the editing was horrible. The first scene when they're in that house and they're like, if you watch it carefully, every time they cut to a different angle, stuff's in different positions and their hair looks different, and it's just like, it is one of the worst frickin' continuity movies that you'll ever watch in your life.
I wouldn't know because there was a damn pop-up ad every 4 minutes that cut away from the movie, so I couldn't even tell.
This thing is atrocious. The only thing it had going for it was the soundtrack, but that was not near enough. Other than the fact that they played that one, I don't even know who sang that one. It's an REO Speedwagon song. I think that they played about 5 times.
Yeah, it was.
That every time like she came into it was like her theme song almost.
The REO Speedwagon.
Yeah,
and right at the end too.
That song is awful.
And there's a Commodore
and the ending
song
was
in
stupid.
there,
It just okay.
The ending was perfect.
No,
I will tell you that yes, the ending was perfect. Unfortunately,
it's exactly how it would have happened.
there is just that kudos to it not having like a Hollywood ending. The ending I thought was great. Unfortunately, the journey I had to take with this awful character was
he was horrible to watch.
Yeah, everybody in this was just like, there wasn't one how can you make a movie where no one's likable?
Not one person. Not even her.
I liked all of them.
Actually, I liked her friend. She was cute. The one with the glasses.
I didn't like
I
anybody.
like the chubby one that really liked
This
Coke.
this was
Yeah, she's been in a few of those movies. I couldn't name them all, but I guarantee there's at least a half a dozen of these teen sex rom-com that she plays the fat girl in.
Yep.
That was her thing.
This is one of the worst movies that I've ever watched in my entire life. Like,
And
legit.
I think it's funny.
I literally did not even smile once in this whole movie.
That's too
not
bad.
even once. Like, not even a smirk. Like, there was nothing funny in this.
Aw.
I don't know what the hell
Don't you think crabs are funny?
No, not.
That was
you know
kind
what?
of
Crabs
were
probably
kind of funny.
could be funny in the hands
stupid
of
they
someone
are.
that can write or direct.
They had sex with a $30 hooker, and they I got crabs. Oh, really?
Because they're stupid high school boys.
This was awful.
That was
Jim.
basically me and my friends growing up.
Well, then I feel sad for your
maybe
views.
I grew up in a different era, like 5 years later,
Garbage. This
high
was
school I went
absolute
to-
garbage.
but having sex was not our number one priority. We wanted to date girls, but we weren't like going to hookers to get laid. We were just trying to go to school dances and like slow dance with a girl.
I don't
That
know why
was as
we're
far as we got.
Just
So
movie.
yeah, this is America apparently.
Let's
So that's
just-
all we want to do is get laid.
Let's just
Well, he didn't.
move on.
He wanted to fall in love.
He doesn't
The
even know.
love.
He
But he
doesn't.
went along with the two of
He
them.
doesn't even know what that is.
And what's her
he's
name?
just
Carmela. the first time he showed up with the pizza, threw herself
good
all over him.
God.
And, I gotta go. I'm like, really, dude? You
he
could have had
was-
her all to
He was
yourself.
sensitive.
And no, you just bring back my hot friend so he can have sex with her.
Well,
like,
it's a double gym week this week, people.
Uh-oh.
We're going to be watching
Good God. Please.
It's Alive.
Okay, that I can handle.
I don't know what that one is.
Well, you'll be watching
I'm
it with
guessing it's
me,
a horror
Murray.
movie.
Yes, you will. So next week, we'll be watching It's Alive. I'm very excited about that, by the way. Wow, what an episode, people. The last American virgin has spoken. Thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family who you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer, the voice of Rager Dare, and our God of Rage, and the voice of Film Rage's Totally Retro Nostalgia Recall Flashback. Find The Nerdy Photographer wherever you stream this podcast. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and P-Public. T-Public. We always want to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 make us a rage. That's it for this week. Rage on!
Rage on.